Ho, ho, ho. Merry Energized Xmas. How are you doing?
All right. Were you actually sitting on that ready to go? Were you like, fire ahead?
No, I actually saw myself in the camera and was like, "Jeez, you look very festive."
You do.
Very festive.
Yeah. Very
Barry,
festive.
if you're new to the Energized Christmas show, what should you do? I'll tell you what you should do. You should like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah.
That's what you should do.
Yeah.
Especially subscribe. Just hit that button. It's like a life changer, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
You'll be energized for life.
Yeah.
Look, Joe Rogan. He's even energized.
That is very true.
On the Rogan.
Yeah. What's the story anyway, Ross? We were like, what one will we make this show?
Yeah, we were like,
I'm looking at your picture.
I know, yeah. How festive do I look,
Yeah.
man? Like, I'm absolutely killing the festive game.
Yeah.
You need to move your bobble more,
Yeah.
here.
We-
There we go. Look.
We need
Ho, ho, ho.
We need to cover a
Merry
few things.
Basmo.
We need to cover a few things for this show because if you haven't noticed, the last two episodes we recorded off Ross's phone and it didn't work. It didn't sync up properly, and this time we're going off my phone. And if this one doesn't work, we're gonna have to go back to the camera and see what the situation is. So if you're fortunate enough to see how festive we are, make sure you hit the subscribe button because we're gonna be today. I think we're gonna go over just sort of like what the year had in store, just with everything going on. Sort of discuss like the corruption going on with the FAI again, how RTE seem to be absolutely fucked. They both owe 60 million. People basically getting like full on naked on Instagram and shit, and then pretending it's grand. Just all that sort of random shit. I think we should talk about. You know?
Yeah. Why not? Why not shoot the breeze?
Why not?
Just see what comes up.
Yeah, because like really, over the weekend, like there was UFC 245, but I don't think really anyone's clicking here to listen to us sing about Kamaru Usman, Volkanovski,
My man Nunes,
Yeah.
the lioness, the go.
yeah.
Look, we'll get into that, but it's
Yeah.
you've all seen it.
We've all seen it. We're just sort of like, no, I think it's because Ross brought up last week. He was actually like explaining the John Delaney situation about 60 million, all that sort of stuff, and we're like, what is going on with this country, let alone the world right now, especially in Ireland, because like things are going crazy.
It's absolutely mad. It only came out today that like the TDs who are like the people who sit in government in Ireland, they made 374,000 calendars off the printers in the Dáil. Apparently they bought some printer in the Dáil, right? Had to fit it into a room, and it cost them 800 grand for a printer. Just go to snapprinting.com and just that sounded like an ad, didn't it?
Yeah.
Go to snapprinting.com and get your stuff printed off there. But like,
What about Camden Clothing?
yeah, they'll get
Biggest
them printed
rip-off.
there. But look,
Yeah.
it's one of those things where just I can't believe how corrupt the government is. It's 2019, and I think there's 10,500 homeless people in the country. Like, you think
Yeah.
as time goes on, there'll be less homeless people in like such an advanced country such as Ireland.
Yeah. What about the way they're setting up that like jet ski thing around the IFSC as well?
Oh, apparently that's not happening anymore.
Well, because people are giving out.
I think people are just like, what are you talking about? Water rafting in Ireland?
Yeah.
It's like, what he is doing?
Yeah.
Look, the more you sort of look into stuff, the more corrupt it is.
Yeah.
Look at RTE; they're trying to like sell the paintings in their office to make more money, and they're giving out that I think they said in the last 3 years they lost out on 32 million euro of people not paying their TV licenses.
Yeah.
But like, pay them for what? Like, I feel like the TV license is the most like made up thing of all time. It's like, when you pay your TV license, it goes to RTE to make absolutely dreadful programs. Barry, what are the top 3 programs in RTE?
Like I know you're obviously trying to put me on the spot here, but they'd say The Late Late.
Yeah, all right. I'll give them that. People
First
watch that.
Dates.
Yeah, okay. People watch that.
Yeah, and then I don't even think Fair City's on that, is it?
Oh, it is, yeah. But
Right.
I would say the football. Whenever they show live sports.
Okay, yeah.
So I'd be
Oh,
like,
the guy.
well, yeah, live sports.
Yeah,
If you actually take live sports away from RTE, like, they're buried, aren't they?
yeah. You see, like myself and Ross, we had a meeting with RT after only doing Energized for a few weeks, so we didn't really know what the fuck we were doing. It's not as if we already do now. Look at the pair of us now. But we realised that we just want to like make content that we love listening to, because I swear to God, like I go back and listen to some of the shows, and I know we don't get massive views, but that's not the fucking point. Because I'd rather get less views, but be loyal to the quality of the show, rather than absolutely being like Rob Lipsett licking in his ass, that sort of shit, you know. Like
Yeah.
sort of like the realness is more important than just like trying to be like Kim Kardashian strikes again, like or something, you know.
Yeah, but we talk about stuff we want to talk about, and that's very important to us. And it's not just about the clickbait. What you see is what you get. You know what I mean? If we say we're going to talk about something, that's what we're going to talk about.
Yeah,
we're not here to say
exactly. Yeah.
Find out what happened with the latest Kardashian episode. It's like never mentioned once, but like it was trending on YouTube, so we stuck it in there.
Yeah, because we're still trying to learn as well. We're still trying to grow. Like, I mean, no one really tells us what to do, or like people who give us advice, unless it's really someone who knows exactly what we're doing, then it's almost really not that much helpful. Although like people were like, here, look, I really enjoyed the long form content rather than the 20-minute videos. Myself and Rossi were the same. We were almost like subsidising not talking about football to talk about like MMA stuff, but like at the end of the day we still want to get our fix of talking about it anyway, you know.
Yeah, well, we want to cover stuff we want to cover, and I think that's what we're just going to do going forward. And I think most people just like that. A lot of people actually like when we talk about different stuff, so
yeah,
it's nice to throw that out there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
and also they're absolutely loving the Instagram page. They actually really are.
Everyone loves the Instagram page,
Yeah.
but sometimes it's nice to like talk a small bit of politics, not politics, but you know what I mean, like just to sort of talk about it. Like if you look over in the UK, like I'm sure if you did a revote there, they'd be like, you know what, we won't leave the European Union. They give up Brexit. You know what I mean? It's becoming like such a shit show. And then like Donald Trump's like, ha, you hated me so much, you maybe want to run for president again. That's what they did, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's like, just to prove y'all wrong, I'm going to do president for another 4 years.
Yeah. If he was offered one more year, he'd be like, nah, I'll leave it. But they're like, you're not going to win it this time. And then he's so like alpha male. He's like, I will win it.
He's like, Trump 2020. Yeah. You better believe it.
By the way, isn't Boris Johnson just basically the English Donald Trump? Like,
he is indeed.
They're just same,
like,
cut from the same cloth.
No, like Donald Trump's actually a smart man, if you know what I mean. But like Boris Johnson seems like an idiot.
Yeah.
When he actually became Prime Minister of England, I thought that was a joke. I actually thought he was a comedy character for a while. You know that? I swear to God. Did you ever see him like cycle a bike down the road or
remember the football thing?
With the kids, and he was like knocking them over and stuff. I thought that was a joke. I thought he was like, what's your man Keith Lemon? I thought he was something like that. Like he was a comedy character.
Do you ever notice like people in politics all let on that they've no secrets?
Yeah,
or if they're
I'm so genuine.
Yeah, or if they're like virgins till they're 40. Like obviously Paddy Hoolan's now trying to change the game in Ireland, but I mean, there's like I've never even cursed in my life. They all let on that shit, and then it's just like, well, you can't trust someone if they've never been so sheltered. Like they've been sheltered so much.
Yeah, but
where's the life experience?
Homeless people like on their like 90 grand a year with 50 grand expenses, being like, I know how you feel. I know how hard it is out there. It's like, what are you talking about? Like someone literally wipes your arse for you. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they come across so alien to normal people.
Oh, 100%. You know but like, I just can't believe they need to like put like 4 or 5 people in place in all these organizations where like it's just like, right, what your job is called the enforcer, and when someone's just like doing something wrong, like you call them out and they get disciplined. Like some fella was claiming 50 grand expenses from Kerry. He was living in Kerry. He popped it into the doll every day before he flew over to Belgium. He got 50 grand a year for just like, that'd be like me going in what's called calling your house, ring the doorbell. I got 50 grand each day for ring the doorbell and then driving off. You know what I mean? Yeah. Don't even have to stop and have a cup of tea with you.
Yeah, I don't think like the people taking the absolute piss out of the country is going to happen for much longer. I think like I know there's a lot of the skyscrapers going on now and places being built, but they're all being built. They're on
they're
loans.
all being built by like Google and Facebook.
Yeah,
and
no, but like they haven't afforded the actual building yet. Like they need to sell off the complexes, and like serious shit is about to go down because like the country is going like it's getting more and more expensive. Like I was out in Tipperary today, like out in Thurles, and like the amount of shops that are closing down now.
Did you see the Hugh Johnny's?
No, I didn't. But the amount of places that are closing down because of all the motorways that are not giving all these villages a business, like it's coming worse and worse for places out there, you know.
Yeah, well, I think the motorway is actually killer for small towns because like it actually makes it easier to drive by the small town.
Yeah,
I suppose.
Hence why I just said that.
Yeah, no, yeah. But I'm like reiterating the point.
Yeah, sort of scary though. I feel bad for them. Like I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but when you have a local pub, like it used to be like, you might drive through the town and go, "Jeez, we stop for lunch." You know what I mean? And you might get lunch, and now it's just like, zoom. You know what I mean? Like we could stop. We go from Dublin to Cork, and we don't have to look at the shop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Scary thing, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's mad, and like the prices in Dublin are going up and up, and people are going mad, and it's just like,
yeah, it's becoming like very, very difficult to live here.
Yeah.
Like there are some places that like do it right and they treat their employees well, and like it's not corrupt. Like if you look at Lidl, those people in Lidl were being paid $11.80 an hour, and then they just gave them a 50-cent increase because it came out the cost of living in Dublin was $12.30. So they went right. And he was on $11.80, is now on $12.30.
yeah,
That's like a nice gesture, isn't it?
yeah. It's just so much pressure even on the younger people of our generation as well. Like, I mean, to try and meet these expectations that they're just spending more of the time going out, doing drugs, drinking, just trying to get a run away from these problems. Like, I mean, the mental health thing is just been more prevalent these days. And then I think also the social media thing, the way people are comparing their lives to Kim Kardashian's lives, and you're just sort of like, what the fuck is going on here? And then like,
Was you said to me there recently that when's the last time you saw someone was depressed online?
yeah, I haven't really,
Because like that fad is over almost.
Yeah.
Like not obviously we're not like not mental health,
No.
but like I feel like at one stage it was trending that like you could say, "Oh, I'm not doing too good," and everyone would like give you the pat in the back and the kick. But like obviously it was completely true and real for some people. But I felt like some people jumped on that bandwagon. They might have been having a bad day, and then next thing you know, have like a 10-line social media post, and it's like, fair play for you for doing that. You know what I mean?
Well, I think that the first thing about mental health, and then you're admitting you have like mental health problems or issues, to then once you do it, try and then overcome that situation. You know what I mean? You can't just keep being like, I can't just keep posting every week how my mental health and like how it's this, that, and the other. You have to like say it and overcome it. You know, like as much as like in that situation, you're like nothing can be helped, but you're like, yeah, like what are you meant to do then? You have to try and become better, or else you're just going to be living in limbo. You know?
Maybe it's the other side of the coin that now it's become so acceptable to talk about that people are sort of saying it to their close friends. They don't have to post all over social media.
That's
like
the thing.
they can actually like say, "Oh, you know what? I'm actually not doing the best at the moment," and then you know what I mean. It doesn't have to be. You don't have to. It's almost like a cry for help when you're doing social media.
I don't think you're. Yeah, it is a cry for help, but I don't think people should also do that as well. As like put it this way: say if you're going for a new job, and people can check in your social media stuff, and then they're like, "Here, look, hold on. Barry does a podcast here. You don't want him talking about all the banking situation, all this shit." Or else, like, and that's true. That's why people do it. Like, they'll look at they'll probably look and see that myself and Ross are saying the country's corrupt, and they're like going to be
the
like,
FAO aren't going to be like, you know what? Those two need a job.
yeah.
Unless they want us to go in and absolutely sort it out.
Yeah. Or even,
like,
but
right,
even
give us a look at your expenses. Like, Nando's 4 times in the one day last week. Maybe you didn't need to eat that 4th Nando's, right? You're gone. Because that's the thing with John Delaney. John Delaney was not the only corrupt person in the FAI.
I know.
There was like 10 others around him being like, right, I'm going to be the most corrupt. You can be the second most corrupt. But it's better than having a normal job.
Yeah.
And that's the way it was done.
Yeah. The country's going to take over from... There's such a minority, those corrupt people who are in the highest positions. Like, even going down, what's the Aylesbury Road in Dublin and stuff. Yeah. I'm like, how are these people in these houses? Like,
it's absolutely insane. And
you know what I mean? Like, if you think about, like, something, like... You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, look, obviously some people...
Not just that road.
Some people, like, work very hard and it's an honest living. But then other people are just... It's almost like you get in this position of power and you get, like, this massive salary, and they make your life so good that you actually couldn't spend the money you earn.
Yeah, but some people could be on 500 grand a year, but actually paying 250,000 in taxes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, so they're not actually making that much money. Like I was asking Seaver today, asking like what car is Ryan Tubridy drive, and he says he's like an old Jaguar. I was like, oh right, yeah, because if it was a new one, people could probably kick the wingers off it. And he's like, well, old is in like a couple of years, not like 10 years.
Oh, it was in like a 2015 Jaguar.
Yeah, but the thing is for Ryan Tubridy,
he probably has a company car.
Yeah, but the thing is for Ryan Tubridy, he's just the face of the organisation. Like, obviously, the people who actually deserve the blame aren't himself. Like, he's getting offered this money, he's going to say yes. You know what I mean? You can't blame him for that.
Oh, 100%.
But, like, people are taking out their, like frustrations on him because they don't know who Mr. RTE is, you know?
Yeah, well, there doesn't seem to be a Mr. RTE per se.
Whereas John Delaney is Mr. FAI.
Oh, 100%.
So he deserves this.
He's the reason we're in so much debt.
Yeah.
He's like paying himself bonuses left, right, and centre.
Yeah, but by the way, if you look at John Delaney's wife, she's actually extremely hot, and he is punching like fuck being with her, right? But he was doing the dirt with like someone else on his wife. And I was just like, John Delaney, you're already punching.
Yeah, but John Delaney always corrupt in everything he does, even his marriage.
Yeah. I'd like to check his golf handicap and see if he actually plays that as well.
Oh yeah, what do you think he's magic pencil?
Oh, magic pencil
We
Delaney.
know one or two of them. Oh, say nothing, say nothing, say nothing.
Say nothing, Deck Cadwell. But, yeah, it's, no, myself and Ross, when we had the meeting with RT a while ago, they sort of like didn't understand where we were coming from, nor did we extremely explain it that greatly. But we were like, look, over 70% of your content is catered towards females. And I don't even know what the 30% is towards like men like ourselves.
Well, if you actually look at their content, it's probably like 10% sport and then 90% entertainment. But they have some dreadful shows.
Yeah, but
like,
you're leaving.
If you did like, what's that thing where like everyone in the country votes, a referendum on whether like Fair City should still be on TV or whether, you know, paying your TV license is like compulsory. I mean, people would be like, it's grand. People would like happily like lose RT and not have to pay their TV license. Like no one's like, I need RTE in my life.
Yeah, but they think they are like that. Like RT knew ages ago that the social media wave was coming, but they were just like, no, it's not. It's not coming. And now it's here to fucking stay. And they're like, shit.
Yeah, but the RTE Real Player app is terrible as well.
Shocking.
When you're like on it, it's like having dial-up internet again.
Yeah,
but you can't watch it on your phone. It goes, oh, this takes too much data or whatever.
That's so many ads during the breaks. But the thing is, Ross, they've let the grasp go. That now they can't bring it back. They can't like they've nothing. There's nothing at the end of the string for like a carrot in front of a horse. There's nothing there for us to be like. They're like, come back for this. It's like, no, like it's gone.
Yeah,
there's no 16-year-old at home watching RT.
But also in terms of sport as well, like if Virgin Media Sports coming in now, and like they have a lot of RT's content.
Yeah.
And then if you look at like one of the main reasons people watched RT was for like Dunphy, Jaws and Brady on the football. Yeah. And they're gone now.
Yeah.
And George Hook and Brent Pope on the rugby. And they're gone now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like sort of the staple voices that you're used to hearing.
Yeah. And the thing is, they have the GA because like the GA are absolutely ripped off. Like those GAA players, like hurling and football, don't even get paid, and they should be getting paid.
Yeah, especially if you're on the telly. You know what I mean? Like the money has to go to someone.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying pay them a fortune, but like
or the League of Ireland.
If you paid the GA players in the All Ireland final, if you get the All Ireland final, you should get like $2,000 each per player.
Yeah, they get like
it's not a lot.
They get like a holiday.
Do they?
Paid holiday, yeah.
What, to New York or something, I think?
Oh, yeah, Napa.
Oh, excuse me.
I don't know, just so much shit's going on in this country, and it's just like, it's ridiculous to see. And now the people that are in charge, like you see, they're almost gone into retirement now. So they're like, fuck it, the next person has to deal with it. Whereas like those people stepping into those shoes are actually like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like the people that are making these big decisions are all like 60 or 70. Whereas like these days there's such thing as famous TikTokers. You know what I mean?
Oh, I actually have that app on my phone, TikTok, and I haven't like set it up. But I was sort of like, I want to set it up just because like I'm like,
yeah,
what is TikTok?
Yeah,
you know
I made one I posted one of a video from us at Bellator just to see what happens because people are going viral from pouring a bowl of cereal over the head. But I mean that content is just going to
what type of cereal?
No, you know what I mean. No, but like that type of content is just like fart comedy. It's going nowhere.
I feel like TikTok's a place to do like your sort of your Fortnite dances. I feel like that's what TikTok's for.
Yeah, like that sort of comedy is going nowhere. You know what I mean? Like long form comedy will be here for a long time as long as it's good. Like myself and yourself are like we're not going to start being dosed on TikTok now. We're already doing it on every other platform.
Tell me this, Barry. Give me like 2 or 3 concepts for TV shows that our team should be like. That's a good idea.
I don't think people really care about it. Like I know that people watch I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. I know like people are watching
Irish shows.
I know. So it tends to be more like real programs, like even First Dates. People like remember I said it to you and you were like that. I didn't even know that show was still on.
Yeah, but I feel like they do like less advertising for that show now. They're probably like that show advertises.
Yeah, but the thing is, RT almost need to find a show that they can. It'll cost them nothing to do. They should do like Ireland's next biggest show, as in like maybe it's like a search for a start, as in like who's the best podcast and loads of people listen, or who's Ireland's next big YouTuber or next biggest like Instagram person, because like people always want to know who's next. Like look the way X Factor works. But even the way X Factor do like the celebrity one, they need to like search for the next biggest talent in Ireland, whether it be like sports even or anything.
What if they just show like a day in the life of an influencer or something like that, and they pick like 5 or 6 different influencers from like different regions? Like they pick like a gym person, like a makeup person, like a music person.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
You see, because they do that, right? And then it all comes down to who is the actual presenter or the interviewer doing it, you know? And then, like, if you don't really pick a neutral, to someone that, like, a girl could like, a guy could like.
Maybe you have someone like Vo Williams do it. I think when she did her show, like, it was actually all right.
Yeah, but she's sort of, now that she's...
But, like, she's sort of an influencer herself.
Yeah,
so
she's done a show like that, but now she's, like, on, like, Channel 4 programs, so, like, she can't cross over, you know what I mean? There has to be, like, a loyalty.
Yeah, I suppose it's hard to sort of see who should do show. You know what's actually a good show on RTE that I watched the other day? Tommy Tiernan show. When he actually, like, he doesn't know the guest who's coming out. And I was like, that's actually like a good concept for a show. That's funny because sometimes you just go,
who are you?
And like, it's actually quite funny. He had Barry Cogan.
Barry Cogan, yeah.
Yeah, he was quite good. And he had Emma Kieran on the show. And he was like, I don't know who you are. I actually thought that was quite funny.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know, it's hard to like just come up with a show on the spot, but I'd like to see if you took like an Irish politician and you gave them like minimum wage for a week to live in the city on, and like see how they get on. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. I think.
The thing is, like, RTE now owes 60 million and they're not going to be able to pay it off. So that, like,
but a show like that would be great because you'd only give the person who's acting at minimum wage.
Yeah. I just don't know how things are going to change around. Like, I think there's like another big recession coming up, but like,
well, it's definitely going to be another housing crisis anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Well, we're actually already in a housing crisis.
Yeah.
I mean, like, more homeless people in Dublin now than there's been ever.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy, isn't it?
I know, yeah.
There's families who are living in hotels this Christmas.
Yeah, no, I was when I was walking around town, I was like, fucking hell, this is freezing. But like, and I feel bad for the homeless people, but like, you see, the thing is, we're like, everyone is just sort of living their life one day to the next or week to next, but they're like, they don't know what is going to be a good thing to do.
I know.
Like, what's the right thing? What's the right thing to invest in, or like,
and
you know?
Sometimes you have to almost like question yourself as a human. Sometimes you're like, oh, I want more money, and I want this, and I want that. But then like, you look at someone else, and then like they have absolutely nothing, and like you're like, oh, jeez, am I being a bit greedy? But then it's like, I think as a person, you should always want more for yourself. You know what I mean? Like, that's what sort of drives you to like.
Yeah. Well, that's why you're brought up as well, like, you know.
Yeah.
Like I really want to be sort of like, I don't necessarily like need to be like paid to do this, but just sort of like the way we create the ideas of like actually and then like proving that we can grow a platform. The way like some of these stations, be a radio or a TV, are like actually going around clueless, but they look at us and be like, no, they're ticks. They wouldn't be able to help us at all. It's sort of like what he's talking about, or even the way like some other companies are trying to grow their brands online. Maybe we wouldn't fit them if they want to do a competition to win like a couch, but we could help them in the way people want to follow them more. Like, everyone's gone on the Instagram bandwagon, and now it's too late for everyone to grow. Like, you're not going to go viral off an Instagram post these days.
No, you know? It's very, very hard to, unless you're like, get this egg to 1 million likes, and then like 2 or 3 big people shout out, it's like, the egg. Yeah,
like, we've got a few more famous people following us now, so like it makes us be like, right, let's make it even better. The content, the better.
You know, when you click on our followers, do like the blue tickers go to the top?
No,
they probably should though, shouldn't they?
Yeah, I think you can edit that.
Oh, can you?
But like,
well, it doesn't really overly bother me. It's more so like, I'd rather the blue tickers are at the top though, because like when someone like is looking to sponsor you and clicks on them, like, right, they might see that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like, I mean, it's the people who don't have the blue ticks like ourselves are the ones that are, I don't know. It's like, I mean, we're all playing a weird game here because everyone wants to really just get paid and do something they love in life, but like,
yeah, very few get to actually live that dream out.
Yeah, whereas now, like, normal people are now, emphasize more on the females are putting up the most sexual photographs I've ever seen, like, and
it's actually crazy.
Sort of like,
and like,
yeah, but like, how are they going to get a job by doing that, Ross? You know?
But I don't know whether. Do you watch? They want to, like, when I see someone doing that, I'm like, are they trying to get on Love Island? Like, that's the way I look at it.
Because sorry for me interrupting you, but like I'm looking at them and I'm like, I don't see them wanting to work a 9 to 5 in like AIB Bank. Like I don't see them as that's their aspirations or even like a potential role.
Yeah, but whenever I see anything remotely like that, it makes me want to unfollow them because like if I'm sitting there in Dart or something like it makes it look like you're looking at porn or something on your phone. It's like
that's how sexual the pictures are. Like
yeah, I know. Yeah, but that's what I mean. And it's like I'm just like here look, it's actually like in certain ways like quite uncomfortable.
What do you think's wrong with them? Or like they're just seeking approval, or like
they're probably like got X
my friends are doing it.
Photo, I need to get more likes on my next photo. Even though you can't see the likes anymore, you can still see your own likes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this is a real thing in modern society. Like I'm like,
yeah,
like I have a younger sister, but she's not doing that shit. But like if she was, I'd be like, oh my god, shoot me now.
Yeah, but they might be like
Ross Cowell like this. What?
They might be like, I got 6 followers off that last one. If I do it again, that's another 5 followers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they see their numbers grow.
But this is a real conversation, man.
Yeah, but like that's the way people are these days. It's where like it's almost a conversation in like a group. It's like, oh, how many followers do you have?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But like I know we said like people getting loads of followers and all. That's not really going to happen, but like it will if you start putting up pictures like that, you know. But like you're almost.
There's always going to be a horny teenager somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but not like let's say if everyone's doing it, then only really the cream is going to rise to the top, and then like there's only a certain amount of room for people to go on Love Island. Put it that way, you know what I mean? Everyone like there's people still are going to have to work in shops and like in companies and stuff, and then if you've all these pictures of yourself, like I know as well as you know that like say if we were working over here and then like some girls start working there and then like someone's gonna check out her Instagram or be like, oh here we should be friends on Instagram, and then it's like, hold on, look at these pictures of her, like
yeah,
she's wearing tinsel on her instead of knickers, like, you know,
like that's just the world we live in. I think it's like people who work in like River Island are now like part-time River Island, full-time Onlyfans. You know what I mean? Like that's the way, you know, Ireland's gone. And I feel like everyone's like festival gal now. You know what I mean? It's like a festival's like, right, what's the least I can wear to the festival? And be like, festy gal. It's like, I'll do the hair in braids and then I'll plaster them over my tits and then like that's my new outfit.
Yeah, it's so true though.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like insane. Like it's like,
I know. Do you feel old saying that, do you?
Where are the parents, man? Where are the parents? You know what I mean? It's like, what child have you raised? What child have you raised?
Yeah, it's pretty loose. Like.
Yeah, but like, I don't know anyone when we were growing up who like just went out and like wore as little clothes as possible and like, no one was like, maybe cover up. Also, like, I don't think that's like attractive for your bird to be going around like wearing as little as possible either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
do you ever think it's going to be a thing where like lads wear as little as they can?
Oh my god! See, I don't know. You see, the thing is like,
well, there's loads of lads with their tops off on Instagram.
Yeah, I know. But you see, this all originated from like the people doing the gym stuff, and then people were copying the other gym people, and then it was like, I actually don't even need to go to the gym. I can post myself in my underwear, and then they're like, all right, OnlyFans, and see, Ireland's such a strange place. Not many people are that sexually out there because we're just such a small little island. Whereas in like England, like everyone is battling it out because there's so much homelessness and like poverty over there as well, that they all aspire to get in Love Island. And ever since people have seen over the last few years, a couple of Irish people have got on it, and that you're literally only one post away or a couple of followers away from a DM from Love Island being on come on the show. And like if you are good looking enough and like sexually attractive enough, you can get on and make a massive career for yourself.
Yeah, it's like, how would you like to be paid to be good looking? Because that's what we're gonna do for you.
Yeah, that'd be some life.
That's the thing. And if you have like one or two one-liners, like your gold does then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you do some salmon jump into the water, and then people in Tomangos want to pay to meet you.
When you say that out loud, it's actually like gas, because that's all you have to do. All you have to do is like do the what's it called?
I got a text.
I got a text.
Yeah. Oh, he's like message.
Yeah, it's like we got an SMS.
Yeah, but if you think about it now, the standard for people to go on Love Island has gone up tenfold. Like if you think about it, originally Rob Lipsett was on it, and then Greg O'Shea was an Irish rugby sevens athlete. Like Ovi was a professional basketball athlete. Tyson
Fury, professional boxer.
Yeah, no, his brother. Tommy Fury, professional boxer. And then all these other girls are influencers before they go in. They're not just sexy
and
and
in with like 500 followers, and they're like, net for 2 million.
Yeah, because they know Channel 4 know now that they have.
Also, if you're in from the
opportunity to
start,
change your
you're
life.
guaranteed to walk out with 1 million followers. You know what I mean? You just go start to finish.
Yeah,
Which is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. It's we're going through it. We're gonna like and think about it, Love Island's coming back again in January, and then like everyone's gonna be interested to see the lineup, like just any Irish people, because it's just real like you know that their lives are gonna be changed.
And I think Moira was like, I'm gonna be the host.
Oh, yeah, Moira, yeah.
I think she's like, I'm gonna replace Caroline Flack when she leaves.
Great idea. Yeah, but no, like I mean, it's funny because myself and Ross, because we are in this industry, trying to make it something from it, that like we look at what everyone else is doing to see if there's trends or stuff, or if there's a right way to post stuff or times or anything sort of hints or tips how to grow. Like we're always on it, so we can see when everyone else is doing really. I mean, if you're putting in hashtag wanna be on Love Island, I mean, it's the proof is in the pudding there, you know.
Yeah, get those hashtag Love Islands trending for yourself.
Yeah.
Guys, if you have enjoyed this chat so far, hit that subscribe. Something a bit different to what we do, but you know what I mean. Sometimes it's good to be different. Can't always be doing the same stuff all the time.
Well, we basically just looked over the last year, being like, how things have fucking changed. Like, I mean, like Onlyfans wasn't really a thing for us, and then obviously your one Julia went viral in Ireland, and then suppose she made 200 grand.
What?
Yeah, suppose she made 200 grand, and this year, suppose she put that in her story or something. The lads were just saying.
Oh yeah.
I was like, fucking hell, 200 grand. Because she's not even like, no offense to her, but like she's not even that amazing looking. It was just more people that followed her because they're like, an Irish girl's doing it.
Yeah, you know? I think it's just that sort of like, oh, maybe I know her.
And then she glorified, like she was like glorifying it, going to like places like Dubai and all these extravagant holidays and stuff. And then like
I pay zero attention to her, so like I don't know what she's at.
No,
like, that's mad to carry on.
Yeah. No, my point is, then you could just be like a struggling student here in Dublin and like working in Spar or wherever, trying to make it like a decent bit of money to even afford the stuff, and then you're looking at something like that, traveling the world and doing the shit you want to do.
Yeah, I suppose if you're like, I don't know, just like kitchen porter or something, like you're cleaning plates and she just takes pictures in her bedroom and she makes 200 grand, it's just like, are you messing?
See, that's the thing. Everyone's like everyone's trying to do it, and it's like fair play to her for like maximising the amount of money she's making, but like it's everyone's on this weird little thing traveling the universe, and we're all trying to get ahead, and no one knows what the fuck's going on because the people at top like don't even know who to pick anymore. And
to be honest, like I don't actually like have any against her doing it. Like if that's what she wants to
do. I've known against people doing the pictures. I think it's good,
that's
like,
her
whatever
prerogative.
But it's
just
just
like she can do what she wants. It's her life. It's just like it wouldn't be for me now, but like that's what this world is about. You don't have to like please anyone else.
Yeah, but but it doesn't seem to be like a 5-year plan. You know?
Oh no, like I don't think you like. I don't know. I think once you see someone naked, then like you've seen them naked. If you know what I mean, like how many more times you have to give money to see them naked? I don't really like understand the concept of that. But then again, like I've never been like, you know what, I'm gonna give that person money and then hopefully they'll be naked. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't like enter my brain.
There just doesn't seem to be a 5-year plan, and these people are very, very young, and they're just they don't know that some of this shit is gonna come back to haunt them. Like, you know?
Yeah, like when they have kids, they're gonna like their kids' friends are eventually gonna be like have a computer and go, "Is that your ma?"
Yeah.
That's wrong, isn't it? I'm like, look at Katie Price. She's gone homeless over in the UK. You know that? She's just like lost her £2 million mansion.
Yeah, and then I saw even your man Scotty T. He's
bankrupt as well.
Yeah.
Did he actually do that fight in the weekend or what?
No, he didn't do it. No.
Oh,
he had to pull out.
Boy, he said he was injured.
I don't know what happened. I think
I'm surprised Bear wasn't like, "You're scared."
Yeah, no, but they all know each other behind the scenes. They all have like the same agents and stuff. But
who won the fight between Marty and?
Oh, your man Sam like tapped him out in the second round or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's mad. Was he supposed to win?
Sam? Yeah. He was training longer in there or something.
Oh, was he? Okay.
Yeah, and also he was training with Aaron Chalmers for a while as well.
Well, there you go. In fairness, I actually barely knew who either of them were. All I know was like one of them tried to like throw a chair at the other. Yeah.
No, sure, but like we have to know that's we're just talking about Fame UK.
Do you think they were selling wolf tickets there? Been like Scotty T versus Bear. That's never going to happen.
Maybe.
Buy your tickets now.
Maybe, but they never did like an interview beforehand.
So they're never going to fight each other. It was just like, right, we're going to say Scotty T versus Bear is the main event.
Maybe.
Everyone can buy the tickets.
Maybe.
And then we'll say it's Sam versus Marty G. Is it Marty G?
No,
Just Marty.
No, Marty McKenna. Marty
Oh,
McKenna.
Marty
Yeah.
McKenna.
Marty G.
But like, I don't know.
I know. This sounds funny. But Ross, as we wind out down 2019, like obviously we were saying that we're not going to do a show next week because it's going to be like Christmas Eve and stuff, and people are doing shopping and stuff. But then the week after we're going to be doing a show going into the new year, being like, right, this is our focus and this, that, and the other, and so be it, as you know, with the Energized Crack. But like 2019, strange year because like it's I feel like the last couple of years have gone through like it's been a limbo. You know what I mean? Like if people would like like when we were in school, people probably wouldn't be on TV or be an actor and stuff, and now these days people would be in school being like, I want to be a YouTuber.
Like, I want to be the next Joe Rogan or KSI or Logan Paul. You know what I mean? It's totally changed. I think they asked like kids who were 14, oh, what you want to be? And I think the most popular answer was a doctor, because I think everyone was told when you grow up, it's like, if you become a doctor, that's the best job you can ever have. Like that's like the pinnacle of jobs. And I was like, and then everyone else like, I want to become an influencer. It's like, like that's not actually a real job. You know what I mean? Like, but that's something either you are or you aren't.
I think this year is the last year people are going to be like the people that are in charge are going to be pretending that this social media world doesn't work, because like even the proof is in the pudding. KSI versus Logan Paul, they kept saying, interviewing other YouTubers, being like, well, this is your world. What is your world? Like it's our world. It's the world's world. It's not like it's two separate worlds.
Like it's just these two just put their stuff online. They're content online. It's not like they don't live in like the North Pole and you live in the South Pole. And it's like, what's the weather like up there? You know what I mean?
I was like, what do you mean our world, your world? Like parents are looking at the kids listening to KSI or playing Fortnite and being like, oh, they're such kids, but like the kids are way smarter than.
Oh, absolutely.
Like 2020 is going to be the beginning of when people are actually really going to accept what like that social media is a real thing, and you can create a business off this. Like you see people getting the dart or the train into work or the bus, looking depressed out of their brains. And then, as we said earlier, you could be sitting at home in your bedroom taking Onlyfans pics for the lads. But like now or
the girls,
and then you're paying all these mortgages and you can't even afford it. You're gonna be broke till the end of your life. But now, this social media thing, they're all trying to do it. Like everyone is trying to do it. It's like next year is going to be a big year. But what do you have to say? What do you have to say?
Well, I just think the social media world is going to be bigger again next year. You know that?
Yeah.
It's mad. Like look at one Greta Thunberg. Is that her name? The eco girl. You know the girl who was like standing up for climate change. She's only 16.
No.
All right. Well, I'm sure the person who's listening knows about Greta. Greta like goes around, like she sails on a boat to get from place to place, and she's like, Donald Trump's a bad man, and she's from Sweden, and like she became famous. She gave a big speech at the EU summit, being like,
actually, I think I do know.
Like, the world's going to end in 10 years if we don't all stop climate change. And I'm sitting there going,
I think I do know what you're talking about.
Like, oh, shut up and sit down, Greta. But like, fair play to you. For, like, you know what I mean? Like, she's now like a global icon. You know what I mean? And it's crazy the way she obviously gave the speech. It got, went viral, and the next thing you know, she's a global icon. And like, people are like, every day, what's Greta doing?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So like, the world is full of crazy people. Like, look at Backpack Kid. You know what I mean? It's like does a weird dance, and next thing you know, like he moves his arms side to side. The floss? Just the floss, and then next thing you know, also like something wrong with that kid. Like his arms are too long.
Yeah.
Like that's not like a normal kid. He's like
Stretch Armstrong.
Yeah, exactly. And then the Odlin kid. You know what I mean? Like each year there's a new like viral sensation.
Viral kid.
Yeah, but like look at Man Soy, Gangnam Style. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like every year there's like a new like 2 or 3 things that are like. That's the thing. I think Drake's song where like you got out of the car and like got run over. That was the thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, there's always new things, isn't there?
Yeah. Even though we were like all the depression stuff and.
Yeah, like there's gonna be new trends. Like I'm sure at this year,
trends,
at this age, like a lot of people are gonna go vegan at some stage. You know what I mean? It's like everyone has to go vegan.
Yeah.
I thought maybe that Game Changers thing would have made everyone go vegan, but didn't. Because I actually said like it makes like your dick harder for longer. So I thought everyone was like, right. That's what I'm doing.
Throw the Viagra in the bin, Dad.
Oh, stop.
Oh, my God.
Airbads, we were at the rugby on Saturday. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, actually, we were at the rugby. Yeah. I really did, man.
Wearing our festive hats. Leinster like won the game after 5 minutes.
Yeah.
They won 50-21 in the end. It was a nice way to cap off the year, especially because it was actually like a disappointing year for Irish rugby this year with the World Cup.
Yeah.
So like it was nice to actually win a game so decisively, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Fair play to the lads. Honda Leinster.
Yeah.
I actually think they have a good chance of winning that cup this year. You know that?
You don't?
No, I do. No,
Oh yeah, same here.
As in, like, I think they're one of the favourites now. You know?
Yeah.
Because Northampton are winning that English league, and then like Leinster like blew them out of the water.
Absolutely smoked them. Yeah.
Beat them home and away.
Yeah.
Bonus points both games. So like Honda Leinster. I think I think that what's key is like don't end up playing one of the French teams away, and like you're sort of Gucci. So Honda Leinster.
Yeah. And the pitch is beautiful. Like.
Yeah.
It's
gorgeous.
It's a waste of time having them floodlights on for the FAI playing football there, watching 0-0 draws. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, give them fans what they deserve. Give them a goal.
Here,
But I just feel like next year, obviously, if you listen to the show, subscribe, and if you don't, we can talk to you. But next year, like I think we're gonna like fully take advantage of the opportunities at hand, especially if the Irish rugby team perform. If certain fights go our way, if the FAI qualify for the Euros, like I mean, because next year is going to be the big one.
Yeah, exactly. We're actually going to talk in our next show, which probably in 2 weeks' time, because we're not going to do one 2 days before Christmas.
In 2 weeks' time, we'll be back.
What we're looking forward to for 2020.
Yeah, and like sort of predictions of like what way we're going to try and do things, and I think next year is like I think we said this year was going to be a big year, but like next year is definitely
but next year's got big things ahead. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like you always have to be optimistic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we actually have stuff lined up as well, so it's like.
On the lads.
Yeah, I'm excited, yeah. But
here we have a quick chat about UFC 245 the weekend.
Yeah, cool.
We might as well kick things off in the main card where it started. Uriah Faber lost to Peter Yan. He was like viciously knocked out with a head kick in the third round.
Yeah, you predicted this as well in last week's show.
Yeah, look, Peter Yan is an up and coming killer. Uriah Faber, the California kid, is a 40-year-old man. You know what I mean? Like he's when you get to 40, like you just slow down that bit more. And Peter Yan, I think, is like 26, 27. He's in the absolute prime of his career.
Yeah,
and he's an unbelievable kickboxer. He's like not going to be put away too easily. And he went in there and got the job done. Yeah,
it goes to show that there's no messing around in the UFC. Like everyone is a killer.
Yeah,
exactly. You know what I mean? It's not like Bellator where you're fighting someone and you're just like, here, look.
I think Daniel Cormier is the only person who's 40 who can be like, right, I'm still at the very top of the game.
Well, that's the thing. The heavyweights always do stay sharper longer.
I feel like the heavyweights when you're like 36, it's like that's when you're at your peak.
Yeah.
So like even look at like Stipe's 37. I'm pretty sure like Derek Lewis in his 30s. Overeem's like late 30s.
What age
was he? Was like young and he's like 31.
What age was Anderson Silva when he really started to?
I think he was like 33 when he was like on top. Anderson Silva was like 41 now. So like if you go back 4 years ago, I'm pretty sure he was still the champion. So he was like 37 and still the best in the world.
Yeah. Then Peter Yan after the fight did have a bit of back and forth with Cody Garbrandt. Yeah. He's one person I feel really bad for. I feel like he's going to get a legacy robbed from himself after being beaten
by Dillashaw twice.
Yeah.
And he lost to Pedro Munoz as well. So, but like, who'd say he would have been knocked out, or who'd say whoever would have fought Pedro Munoz if he ever lost to TJ Dillashaw? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like TJ Dillashaw on the performance enhancing drugs, not sound, mate, not sound. Also, I feel like he's not properly apologised for that, if that makes sense. I feel like he's not said he ever felt bad for doing it. I think he's just been like, oh, I messed up by doing them, but he never said like it was wrong to do them.
I know, but like.
Anyway, like he doesn't actually owe us an apology. Yeah. He was really nice when we met him in New
York.
Well,
to be a fighter and to be a winner, I think you have to be able to not give a shit at the end of the day, because you are there to put people to sleep. Marlon Moraes defeated Jose Aldo by decision as well. Myself and Ross both thought Jose Aldo probably will win this. He made 135 pounds. Well, he made 136 pounds. Ross, where does Jose Aldo go from here? And
well, he made the bantamweight limit, so therefore, like. In my book, he's eligible to fight bantamweight again. He lost a very close split decision. It all sort of came down to the third round. Royce won the first round. Aldo won the second round. I sort of thought Aldo won the third round, but again, like, it's one of those ones where you're like, when they call out the decision, you didn't feel like aggrieved. If you know what I mean? Yeah. So, look, it is what it is. I'd like to see him say a bantamweight. Henry Cejudo called him out. Was like, I think Jose Aldo won. I want to fight him. So that'd be interesting to watch.
See what happens to that. Then Amanda Nunes, she defeated Jermaine Duranby by decision. Still the champ.
Yeah, Man Nunes, she used a lot more of her takedowns this fight than she has in previous fights. Look, she beat Duranby before by knockout. She won a very lopsided unanimous decision on this occasion. She is one of the best in the world, and it was actually good to see her use her smarts and take Duranby down, because Duranby was never going to get her on the ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you might as well take her out of her danger zone.
What next for Amanda Nunes, Ross?
To be honest, she might end up fighting someone like Juliana Pena or something like that. I feel like whoever she fights next is not really a big deal. Maybe I wouldn't mind seeing her fighting Megan Anderson at featherweight. How she won the first ever person to defend 2 belts at 2 different weight classes.
Yeah. Hopefully she doesn't fall into the same category that Max Holloway just has, because Max Holloway was defeated by unanimous decision by Alexander Volkanovski. Volkanovski is now the new featherweight champion. One of the refs gave it 50-45 for Volkanovski.
Well, one of the judges.
Yeah.
One of the refs.
Sorry, one of the judges. Yeah. Ross, man.
Look,
Max Holloway.
Volkanovski.
Your mate, Max.
Volkanovski. We actually said this last week. We're like, I wouldn't be surprised if Volkanovski actually won. Obviously, we have a massive soft spot for Max Holloway. Like, he is my best mate after Baz. So, look, Volkanovski is absolutely brilliant. Trained out the same training camp as Israel Adesanya.
Yeah.
I think Eugene Barrelman, who was their head coach, has to be coach of the year 2019. No,
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. 2 UFC champions from out of nowhere. Really,
2
years ago, no one knew who those 2 guys were.
Yeah. Well, what about Chris Fields? He's doing a great job at Team KF.
Maybe Irish coach of the year.
Okay.
Look,
Andy Ryan might not agree.
I think there's going to be a rematch now between Holloway and Volkanovski. Look, Holloway's been champ for so long. He's beaten so many people. I think he deserves the rematch.
Yeah.
The only thing is, sometimes I think if you rematch someone too soon and you lose twice, well, then you almost come to Jose Aldo to Max Holloway, where you're not getting a rematch anytime soon. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think Max Holloway sort of got a bit complacent. Even if you look at the stuff in the build up to the fight, he was on he's too much. He was a bit
wearing all the sort of champ gear.
Yeah, and
the fashion.
Yeah, it's, you know what I mean. Whereas as you said, coming on just when you're not getting out of silk sheets, you're just there to be caught, you know.
Yeah, I think he was him and Kamaru were we're the champs.
But this Volkanovski, Volkanovski was such a perfect wrong decision for Max Holloway, because the height, people are this guy's too small for you. The name recognition, people didn't really know who Volkanovski was, and then.
But now he's 21-1. That's a serious record.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What was it, 18 wins in a row?
Yeah. So Volkanovski is someone to watch out for. He knocked out Chad Mendes. He beat Jose Aldo by decision in Brazil, and now he's come and taken Holloway's belt away from him. It's not like he got there by fluke.
Yeah, no.
This man's an absolute killer.
Yeah, I know. And then so you.
Wait.
You think that's gonna be a rematch now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, you're
Of
fine.
the evening.
Kamaru Usman defeated Colby Covington. Myself and Ross did actually believe that Usman would win this. In the build up to this fight, Colby had him absolutely destroyed. That Usman just didn't even speak anymore. It goes to show, if you talk shit, you get banged, because Covington
sounds like Jamie Vardy's in the building.
Covington got his jaw broken.
I think in the 3rd round, which shows how tough Covington is as well.
Yeah. Ross, Kamaru Usman.
Yeah, Kamaru Usman, he really put it on him in the 5th. One of the judges had it 3 rounds to 1 for Usman. One of the judges had it 3 rounds to 1 for Covington, and the other judge had it 2 rounds apiece going into the last round. So it really was all down to the 5th round. Usman turned it up a notch, which is normally what Covington does to his opponents, and he got the job done. The stoppage was probably a bit early, but I think there was another 40 seconds left in the fight, and Usman was in a very, very good position. There was an eye poke as well in the fight that Covington said wasn't an eye poke, but on the replay it was. And there was also a groin kick that Covington kicked Usman in sort of the belt line, and he got done for a low kick. So Covington basically slated the ref after the fight. Very Covington, being the bad guy.
Donald Trump's favourite fighter.
I think weirdly enough the UFC is going to move towards Usman versus Masvidal, but I don't really have a lot of interest in Usman versus Masvidal. Do you?
I think it's sort of obvious. If you make it to become the champion and you're not a sell, you're never really become a sell.
Yeah, because then what he said after the fight is Usman's a star, and I was like, I'm not like clamoring to watch Usman fight ever. Like it's almost a bit like really good fighter. I'll definitely watch him fight. But if you were to ask me like, oh, name your top 10 fights for 2020, none of them must have Kamaru Usman's name on it. You know what I mean?
I know. There's no offense to him. It's just he's not a star. Like really.
Yeah, it's like his fighting style is not like brilliant. Can't wait to watch it.
Yeah,
You know
that was what his second ever knockout.
Yeah.
Well, TKO knockout.
So.
Yeah, and I was just more interested because Colby was in it. You know?
Yeah, well, Kobe was making it entertaining.
Yeah.
Sitting there reading Donald Trump Jr.'s book.
Yeah. So, do you think it's going to be Usman against
Masvidal, I think.
Okay, let's see what happens. This weekend, UFC South Korea is going down. It was originally meant to be Chan Sung Jung against Brian Ortega.
T-City.
Yeah, but Frankie Edgar has now jumped in, so that's your headliner. Ross, anything to say about that?
To be honest, bit strange. Frankie Edgar to fly the whole way to Korea on short notice, like the week before Christmas. Like he very much is a company man, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's in there to save the day. Look, I don't think it'd be an issue for Frankie Edgar cardio wise. He's always fit and ready to go. 5 rounds against Korean Zombie. I think they've meant to fight a few times before. If I have to call it, I would say Korean Zombie in his hometown to get a knockout at some stage, maybe like 4th round.
Jesus. Okay. Today we're going to move into the football. Also, shout out to Mikey Connolly, won over the weekend as well, and Katie Taylor actually won back Matchroom and DAZN's Women's Fighter of the Year. Absolute legend. Today the Champions League draw was made, and I'm going to go through the fixtures quickly because Dortmund are taking on PSG, Madrid are taking on Man City, Atlanta are taking on Valencia, Atletico Madrid are taking on Liverpool, Chelsea are taking on Bayern, Lyon are taking on Juventus, Spurs are taking on Leipzig, and Napoli are taking on Barcelona. These games won't be played until the new year as well. But the Europa League draw was made as well, but that's the last 32, and I'm not going to go through all the teams as well. Ross, what are you making of the Premier League? What do you make of like? We're almost finished now. We're not going to be back really till the new year. But what do you make of this? What do you make of the season so far for everyone in the Premier League?
Oh well, I really just think it's Liverpool's to lose, isn't it? Liverpool's to lose, race for second place. I think that's sort of between City and Leicester at the moment, and then I think it's like between United, Chelsea and Spurs to try and get that 4th spot.
Yeah. Carlo Ancelotti has been confirmed to be the new Everton manager.
Oh yeah, fair play to Everton.
Why didn't he go to Arsenal?
I just think that Arsenal club is like so negative and so like a poison chalice. It's just like a terrible club to be associated with at the moment. It's just so like their own fans hate each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just not a club I'd want to be part of. I suppose Everton look like they're sort of going forward. I almost feel a bit sorry for Duncan Ferguson because like beat Chelsea, got a draw against United, and didn't get the nod.
Do you think Ancelotti was like? I know what you just said about Arsenal there as well, and like they don't know if they're coming or going. But do you think it was because he previously managed Chelsea that he's like, oh, maybe I'm being loyal, or?
I don't think Ancelotti like was ever like. I don't think people go Carlo Ancelotti. Who did he manage? I don't think the first club he goes. Oh well, he managed Chelsea. You know what I mean?
Didn't he won a double with Chelsea?
Yeah, but I don't think he like. That's what he's known for. You know what I mean?
He's known for losing the Champions League final against Liverpool.
Yeah, so I think that's just the way I'd look at it. It'd be interesting to see how they get on. I actually thought Duncan Ferguson was going to get that job, but Duncan Ferguson said after the night game, he was like, no, there's world class managers out there. You wouldn't want me. I was like, very humble.
All right, I'm going to just run through the top 6 now, Ross, and then you just sort of give me your thoughts on each team. I'll start at the bottom. 6th, Manchester United.
Up and coming, looking good, young team.
Okay, Spurs at 5th.
Renaissance under Mourinho. Nice football, but inconsistent.
And then at 4th, Chelsea.
Looks like the arse is falling out of the club at the moment. Be interesting to see how they get on in the transfer window if they're allowed to buy people this January. Oh my god.
You're fucking idiot. Then Man City in 3rd. Man City in 3rd.
On the Roscoe. Man City in 3rd. Have to finish in the top 2. Probably the only team that can catch Liverpool if they do.
Okay. Leicester City is 2nd.
I don't see it being another miracle season.
And then Liverpool in 1st.
Please someone beat them and don't let them go undefeated.
Do you think Liverpool are better this year than they were last year? Or do you think everyone else is way worse?
I think Liverpool are as good as they were last year.
Tiny bit worse?
Maybe a tiny bit worse. more so because last year I feel like they're beating teams 3 or 4-0 all the time.
Yeah.
I suppose this year like they're sort of scraping 2-1s, and then I think this year like the other teams have dropped off. But in first, Man City got 198 points over the last 2 seasons. You know what I mean? Like you can't keep getting 100-point seasons.
Yeah.
And I think this year Liverpool are going to do that sort of back-to-back 90 to 100-point seasons.
They deserve it. I mean,
they're by far the best team in the league.
the only way they can ruin it is if they go to that World Club Championships, and then
it's in Qatar, isn't it?
it's in Qatar. Yeah.
I was actually watching Liverpool versus Watford there the other day, right? And it went to decision or VAR, right? That's actually, it's almost like going to decision in a fight, a close fight, isn't it?
VAR's all over the shop anyway as well.
Yeah, VAR's terrible at the moment. I went to VAR, and the commentator actually goes, "The VAR want to hurry up. Liverpool are going to Qatar on Tuesday." I thought it was actually very funny. Obviously, you didn't, but like, you know.
Yeah. No, I'm just looking at this. You don't have to make me laugh. You have to make the people listening at home laugh. But that's what I like wraps things up, Ross.
Yeah.
Who knows what way the Premier League topsy-turvy race or the Champions League or everything's going to go.
And like everyone watching home, really excited for Atlanta versus Valencia in the Champions League.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, but like that does not always happen. Like the two of the worst teams get drawn against each other.
Yeah. United play Bruges.
Yeah, that'd be alright.
Yeah. What do you want to say before we like totally wrap things up?
Guys, thanks a million for subscribing. Hope you enjoyed all our content that we put out throughout 2019.
Even though this was an absolute random one.
This was a very, very random one, but sure, look, it is what it is.
At least you have the balls to say it.
Hope you have a very, very Merry Christmas from the Energized crew.
Yeah.
We love putting out content for you. We hope you'll join us for 2020 for some fantastic content and a few laughs.
Yeah, there's big things coming next year, and we've already done so many shows now. We're like, here, we're not going to bother stopping now because it's all going to work out next year anyway.
Yeah, so guys, thanks a million. Give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and as always,
stay energized.
Stay energized.